Becca Girsch is wearing her Cubby Blue today.
Yeah.
At least I assume you are.
Of course, every day, right?
All right. So, listen, as your job as executive director of Lakeview Roscoe Village Chamber of Commerce, this should be an easy day for you. But I assume it's not. I assume you're running around everywhere.
Well, we're not in charge of what happens on the field, but we're excited to, welcome everyone to the neighborhood. So it's a busy day, but it's a day where we circle on the calendar as soon as the schedule is announced. We're really excited.
You got to be wearing your cute gym shoes because there are a lot of places to hit when you're walking around Lakeview and Roscoe Village before you go to the game. And we're going to get to those. But my number one concern is parking. Is there parking restrictions in the neighborhood today?
Yes. I mean, there always are.
Right.
It's most impacted for the evening games. You really can't park on those side streets unless you have, a permit or a sticker for the neighborhood. But during the day, there is some more flexibility for those day games. The parking isn't enforced in the afternoons, but we always know Wrigley is best arrived by CTA. The red line or the brown line are always the best option.
Well, and the street sweeping starts today, too. Do they make exceptions for that around Wrigleyville?
There's no exceptions for street sweeping.
So pay attention to the signs, people.
Oh.
Pay attention to the signs. You're going to get towed.
April 1st is we've sent out lots of notices to our neighbors, and it still catches folks by surprise.
Amongst the things you could be doing today, let's say it's sportswear is your thing. The Denim Lounge for men.
I love it there.
Is where?
Southport, just south of Addison. So all the locations that we're kind of talking about today are just a 10-minute or 15-minute walk straight from Wrigley. So they're great stops before or after the game, or obviously to keep in mind for a non-game day. But, we encourage folks to consider Southport Station, the Brown Line Station, as your stop. Instead of getting off at Addison and going right into the game, why don't you, pop over to Southport and do a little shopping? Denim Lounge has great men's vintage T-shirts, socks, jackets. They have great, obviously, denim for men, but there's a ton of fun Cubs themed stuff that they have in their window at the moment, which is really fun.
Denim Lounge, one of my favorite places. I also really love that corridor. I mean, I was going to go right into the bars, but as long as you're talking about shopping, I love getting a quick little gift. I think this is happening on the way home. The Alice and Wonder is a great place.
Alice and Wonder is super unique. They have their own Chicago branded merch, so they have tons of great T-shirts, sweatshirts, mugs, and there's, a Chicago hot dog T-shirt that I love that has all the fixings, but obviously no ketchup, and, great graphics and stuff. And so it's kind of a fun, unique twist on sort of, neighborhood brand pride. It's really fun options. They also have home decor, really great place to shop. And they have a sibling across the street for little kids called Mini Wonder, and they have fun kids apparel and similar gifts and books and stuff for the little Cubs fans out there.
Tons of places to eat, obviously, on your walk, which make life easier. Listen, there's great restaurants around Wrigley. If you've been in Chicago for a long time, and I'm 30 years plus here, what was Wrigley, it looks nothing like Wrigley now. If you haven't been to Wrigleyville in a while, you're never going to recognize it. So there are restaurants, and nice restaurants right there and right across the street. But you walk 5-10 minutes away, you're not going to have the long wait. You're going to get a little breathing room. Strategically park your car. You're all good to go.
Exactly. That's what we say. I mean, we love the Clark Street bars and restaurants, but if you're looking for a little quieter vibe, still with great food, great atmosphere, great, tons of TVs. We love the Agostino's, Butcher's Tap. Those are literally the first ones you're going to hit when you come down Addison and come over to Southport. And then if you head a little further west, you can see Commonwealth, Flagship. There's so many great restaurants in Roscoe Village and bars as well. Pony Inn is one of my favorites on Belmont. So it's just a nice reminder that you don't have to you're not required to just stay on that, one short strip on Clark Street. But if you kind of move a little further west, you get a little space and a little variety, which is great.
D'Agostino's pizza, so good.
Classic, right?
Yeah, love it.
And
that is the best. The great thin crust. It's my favorite.
And inside the park, we'd alert you to this. Ryan Sandberg, who is dealing with cancer, is throwing out the first pitch today, and he will get a thunderous ovation for sure.
I feel like we'll hear that in my office.
You may well do it.
Probably so.
Yeah. Yeah.
LakeviewRoscoeVillage.org. Lakeview Roscoe Village is one word. LakeviewRoscoeVillage.org. Becca, nice job. We are welcome here anytime.
Such a pleasure. Go Cubbies.
There you go.
Go Cubs. How fun. You should just go to Lakeview, Roscoe Village, even when there isn't a Cubs game.
One of my favorites,
Yes.
the Piggery. You been to the Piggery?
I know about the Piggery. I've not been there.
Yeah,
I'm going to go out
Irving
on
Park.
a limb to say their bacon's good.
Very good. Yeah, right there on Irving Park, just before Ashland, west of Ashland. It used to be an awesome steak place called Biasetti's for many, many years.
Sure. I remember Biasetti's,
And it was so sad to see that go. But then they bring in the Piggery.
You're happy again.
And you can sit on the second floor there, and they have a lot of great barbecue.
You get a discount if you oink?
You should. But yeah, perfect to go to the game, and they'll let you park over there, and they have a little shuttle. At least they used to.
Oh.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
You know, all those new restaurants around Wrigley, it throws you a little bit. It's a little mallish.
Yeah, it's
but
a different vibe.
everyone I've been into, they're great.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they're
great.
The Brick House Tavern's where we had Skilling's big party.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And upstairs, downstairs, cool layout,
Well,
great food. And, they still have that new restaurant smell.
and if you haven't been over there in quite a while, you will be surprised what it looks like today. But it's fantastic.
It's a little sterile outside. It's a little too clean.
Just wait.
So-
Wait till this afternoon. Be a little dirt for you.
But no, it's Cubs opening day, and there may be a weather situation. Bring your galoshes.
Always a good thing to do.
In a parka.
Is today galosh day, Tom, at Wrigley? Is it galosh day? Okay.
Free galoshes to the first 5,000 fans.
It's just a fun
Oh,
word
boy.
to say, too.